Niori. Shionne. Damn it!
Dragon Swarm! Try harder! My turn! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Be still! Hurricane Thrust! You're mine! You're finished! Soaring Light Spear! Sword Rain Alpha! You're finished! Try harder! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! You're mine! Take this! You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Blow away! Great! Next! It's on! Eat dirt! Blow away! Take this! Eternal... Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! Take this! Soaring Light Spear! No escape! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! There! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Take this! Lightning Thrust! Tear! Soaring Light Spear! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal Devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Crush! Blow away! Ah!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganath Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shionne's close too, right?
Shionne? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
We won, but... An opponent like this should be easy. Heal! Eternal devastation!
Tempest Arch Seal!
Stop!
Resonate with the earth!
Is it hot? Just back it out again!
Shockwave Flash!
Air thrust!
Line
Proton
up!
Flash!
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Confiscated!
Benediction light.
Lightning Orb!
Lightning Thrust!
Dance in the wind!
Astral art?
That's my cue!
Take this!
Shut him down! I'm not done!
I'll face you! Elusive Kid in a bind!
Now for something special!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Catapult!
Dragon Swarm!
Holy Land! Now!
In an instant! Impact Frost!
Benediction
Not a
light.
chance!
Illuminate the
This
sky!
one's all mine!
Holy
You
Glimmer!
picked the wrong fight!
Holy Land!
Dragon Swarm!
Everlasting dark.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Negative
Dazzle!
Resonate with
Raging
Raging
Storm!
Storm!
Take this!
Blast
It's over!
scream.
I'm ready! Dominate! In an instant! Impact Frost!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shionne.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Ganath. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shionne. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shionne said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shionne I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shionne? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shionne Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shionne? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shionne too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shionne's rescue? What do the others think? What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shionne needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden. A figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shionne and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shionne, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shionne were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shionne must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shionne or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shionne.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? fine. I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shionne?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shionne's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shionne or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shionne. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the paint's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zeugle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Dragon
Bet that shell's hiding something deadly. I'll tear you apart!
Hurricane Tiger Blade! Take this! Tear! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here goes!
Double tap!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon Force! Here I come! Dragon Force!
Thunderfield!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about
Eat
that!
dirt! Swallow dance! Dragon Swarm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! No!
Going in!
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Here I come!
Far enough! Eagle drop!
Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
Dragon
Take this!
Burn! Going in!
Hurricane Thrust! Roll away! Here I come!
Shield!
Piercing
Now
roll!
or never!
Dragon shield!
In a bind!
I'm gone!
Swordlane Alpha!
Thunderblade! I can do this all day!
Dazzle!
I'm gone!
You're on!
Holy Lance!
Talon Hurricane!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Guardian
Swordlane Alpha!
Raging
Double
Tiger!
hit time! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the
Now!
This way!
Swordlane Spear! Mirage! Here I come!
Anything in armor!
Dragon Swarm!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Shionne comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Shionne, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator. these waters? Just...
By the way... Thistle...
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. Look sharp.
Not in your dreams!
Eat dirt!
Look sharp.
Lightning orb! Where that came from?
Double demon fang!
Now you see what I can do. I'm on a roll now.
Sleep now.
Eat this. Sword right
I
out.
can
Take
save
this.
Dragon
Nice
sword!
for size.
Raging cascade!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Shell.
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest. You're mine!
Denied. Swallow dance.
Holy glimmer!
Thank you.
Sword Ring Alpha!
Holy land!
Death. Now I'm in the groove. This one, make it rain. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
I feel sprightlier than before.
What's this thing?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Looks perfect.
sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
No choice. Sword Rain Alpha!
How about
Double
this?
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer! Holy Light! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Lightning Eater!
Tornado Drive! I can carve through armor!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, Holy Glimmer!
I have no limits! Sword Rain Alpha! I could do without this pain!
In a bind?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Benediction
Photon
Light.
Blast! Raging Cascade!
Dragon
In
Swarm!
here!
Sword Rain
I'll
Alpha!
be saving this one! Lightning
Soaring
Attack!
Light Spear!
I'll grind you with the all day!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Blood.
Holy Land!
Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. Feel.
Everything looks fine with the lore. All right, let's do this. Hup. There we go. Dagnabbit! It got away. Oh! Dagnabbit! It got away. All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Hup. Is this what I think it is? I did it! But I'm not gonna quit now.
Oh, yeah!
Hup. All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Nice work!
There it is. That's our target.
Gotta break through! Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
This one.
Benediction
I
Lustinian
can carve through armor!
feel the way you stand.
You picked the wrong fight!
This world!
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth.
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Blood.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Benediction.
Soaring Light Spear!
Heal.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best... That's far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes! I'll take out the legs with my shield!
No further! Dragon
I'll
Swarm!
stop its charge!
Thanks,
Sword
Kisara!
Rain Alpha! Eternal Devastation! I'm not done!
Scream bathed in blood.
Try harder!
Benediction.
No, this one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Heal.
Dragon Swarm!
Smash you! Thunder touch!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging
Crush!
Storm!
Take this!
Make it break!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Soaring Light Spear!
Come forth,
Mirage!
Holy Glimmer!
You're mine!
Holy Land!
Light up the dark!
Double Demon Fang!
Make it break!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm ready for the next battle.
This one will be difficult to predict.
This one's mine!
Try harder! My turn! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Dragon
Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Eternal Devastation! Sword Rain Alpha!
Here, let me
Dragon
try!
Swarm! Bloody howling! Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning Orb! More where that
Eternal
came from!
Devastation! Double
Illuminate
Demon
the
Fang!
sun!
Sword Rain
Make it
Alpha!
break!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Bathed in blood.
Soaring Light Spear!
Time to shine!
Bloody
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
In a bind?
Going in!
Smash you! Dragon
Thunder
Swarm!
Field! Raging Cascade!
Going in!
Double Demon Fang! No escape!
More for the stockpile!
Double Demon! Dragon Swarm!
I'm gone!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
And this world! More where that
This
came from!
time!
Make it break! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Benediction light.
Now!
Heal!
Mirage! Dragon Down! Soaring Light Spear! Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it
Great
break!
loss! Demons descend!
Flashing Fang! Not a chance!
Going
Dragon
in!
Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Stand for the wind! Here!
I'm ready!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Denison!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Out of my way!
Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do with black
Here
blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunderblade!
Eternal
Illuminate the
Devastation!
dark!
Double Demon Blade!
Holy Glove!
Sword Rain Alpha!
You require a hand.
Dragon Swarm!
Air pressure!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning condemned!
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
Laser Blade!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Now!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity!
Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Blade!
Sleep now!
Let me out!
Forgive me. This is my
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Begin!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Sword of Holy! In an instant! Impact Block! Not a chance! Dragon Swarm!
Use too much.
I'll smash you!
Thunder Touch!
Eternal Devastation!
Look sharp!
It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Elusive deity!
You're mine! Sword resistance!
Make it red!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I will.
What's this thing?
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
I'll do my best!
Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Look sharp!
Soaring Light Spear! Hurricane
Are
Thrust!
those arms even natural?
Can't get out of this!
You're finished! Hurricane
Ready to
Thrust!
go! Denied!
Soaring Light Spear!
Raging Cascade!
Here I come!
Hitting
Crescent
Cloud!
Blade!
Tiger Blade!
Air Thrust!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Evening Sand!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Hey, what do you say we fight that
We're in for a long slog with this one!
I can carve through armor!
This one's
Negative
mine!
gate!
Illuminate the
Resonate with the earth!
No!
This one's
Can't
mine!
end here!
You have to bloody Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now.
Look sharp!
More with the
Beyond!
Sapphire.
Imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Lightning
Here's
Orb!
beyond.
More where that came from!
Lost in pain.
Not done yet!
Raging Star!
Dragon Swarm!
No further!
On guard! Igneous! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Benediction life.
Supernova!
Heal! Allow me to hand.
Fantastic!
Try
Now
harder!
my clothes are ruined.
The power of light!
Not like this!
You'll pay for that!
Another incantation ruined.
This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm!
Stalagmite!
Crush
Now!
from beyond! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
No chance!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong
Used
fight!
too much.
Eternal Devastation!
Shining
Sword Rain
Supernova!
Alpha!
Raging
Make it
Cascade!
rain!
Frozen!
Hammer!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
You can never be too prepared. But did we...
Maybe I'll get some training in.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed...
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're Night, everyone. Another day, another Gald.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer...
Right, here goes! Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp!
Dragon Swarm!
Now you see what I can do!
Holy Glimmer!
Swordlane Alpha!
Holy Lance!
Rending you
Perfect
apart!
move!
No art of being interrupted!
Take this! Be still!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Swordlane Alpha! Lightning Thrust! Take this! Mirage! Here I come! No further! Dragon Swarm!
This
It's
one's
over!
mine.
Eat dirt! Tempest!
Make it
Go!
rain!
In an instant! Impact Clock! Not a chance!
Illuminate! Come forth!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Ready!
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Ready and raring!
Make it rain!
I can feel my power growing! Right, here goes!
Illuminate the sun!
I'll smash you!
Does it hurt?
Holy Lance!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Dance in
Got
the
it!
wind!
I'll leave it to you!
Feel.
Dragon Swarm! Crush! Swordlane Alpha!
More where that came from! In here!
Swordlane Alpha! Eternal Devastation!
Squeeze now! More from the stockpile!
This time! You picked the wrong fight!
More where that came from!
Swordlane Alpha!
Far enough!
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Now!
Going in!
Dragon
In
Swarm!
here! Discharge!
Swordlane
Make it
Alpha!
rain!
All yours, Kisara.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Seriously? Is this a joke? I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Now you see what I can do! Dance on the wind!
Not on my watch!
Swordlane Alpha!
Benediction light.
Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Kisara frozen!
Hammer!
This one's all mine!
Lightning descent!
Thank you!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the
Eternal
sun!
Devastation!
Come forth,
Here I
Holy
come!
Glimmer!
You picked the
Holy
wrong
Lance!
fight! Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Can you take
Swordlane
it?
Alpha! No escape!
Beckon into everlasting
Dragon
dark.
Swarm!
Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Dragon Swarm!
Shadow
Dragon Form! Raising you up high! Sword Rain Alpha! It's over!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flame the Malisa!
Dragon Form!
No further!
Dragon Form!
We managed to pull through.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Right, here
Benediction
goes!
light.
Dragon Form!
Heal!
Try harder!
Here's my top!
Dragon Form!
Armor won't stop! Look at nine!
Holy Lance!
You picked the wrong fight!
On your knees.
Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha!
Illuminate the dark!
No
Come
escape!
forth, Holy Now!
You're finished!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Here goes!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Confiscated!
Eternal Devastation! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! Eternal Devastation!
All yours, Kisara.
I feel sprightlier than before.
What's this thing?
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shionne? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shionne and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shionne is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shionne's okay.
I get what...
Easy peasy.
I swear.
And who made you?
No one!
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shionne waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do.
That's what we're going to climb?
Is it just...
Out of my way!
It's on! Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
It's a duel of the arts!
Dragon Form!
Get on in there together!
Sword Rain Alpha!
An astral art?
That's my shield!
Shut him down! Dragon! Double Demon! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz. Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore the pain. I'll try to be more careful.
This one's mine!
Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha! Stardust! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Leave the chargers to me!
Light astral energy!
Heal! Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it rain!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shionne, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Right, here goes!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Negative
They're
gate!
surrounding us!
Dragon Form!
They smite with
Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Form!
Illuminate the dark!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Holy land!
No!
Tiger blade!
Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Shattering
Imbue this vanquished soul with life. I can carve through armor. Look sharp.
Lightning
Resuscitation.
condemned! Tiger blade! Illuminate the dark!
Their arms were interrupted!
Dragon
This is
Form!
some punishment.
Dragon Form!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain
Not
Alpha!
my watch!
Dragon Form!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Rotating pile.
Take it away!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Soaring Light Spear! You're on!
Heal. My turn. He who prepares is free from regret.
You're finished!
Illuminate
Be
the dark!
still! Take this!
Holy land! Holy land!
Look sharp! Crazy left!
Can't get out of this.
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact Block!
Well, looky here! This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Denied!
Heal. Shattering the pieces.
Chinese
Attack time.
supernova!
Double Demon Fang!
Dance to the wind!
Save you.
Dragon
Thrust!
Form!
Light
Sword
astral
Rain
energy!
Alpha! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now!
Photon blast!
Soaring Light Spear! Thanks! Damn it!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And tumbling to the
Wind astral energy! Lightning condensed! Thunderblade!
bloody hell.
Dragon Form!
Here goes!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon
Here
Form!
goes! Raging cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come!
Dance to the
It's
wind!
over!
Air thrust!
Here I
Photon
come!
blast!
Dragon Form!
Can you take it? Not so fast. I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Take this!
Thanks, Shionne.
Lightning condensed!
Sword Rain Alpha! Alpha! You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the dark!
Carve through armor!
On your knees.
On guard!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Down! You're off!
Its armor's too strong!
It'll split it open!
Be my guest! Eternal devastation!
Now!
Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging
Our arts are being interrupted.
Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! You're finished!
I'm
ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the dark!
Non-standard!
Anything in armor, and I don't have much left! Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
With this, I can become even stronger.
What? What's this thing? I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Holy Land! Arch requires some
No further!
Sword Rain Alpha!
in the wind!
Crush!
Crescent
In
Blast!
here!
Double Demon Fang! You picked
Stay
the wrong
calm.
fight!
I shall provide assistance.
Dragon Swarm!
Leave the enemy's arch to me!
Make it
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! Double
Here,
Demon
let me
Fang!
help! Going in!
Ready and ready! I'll smash you!
Illuminate the dark! Transform!
This one's mine!
Holy Land!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! Crush!
Nothing gets by me!
Done!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
I'll do my best!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
Sword Light Spear! Hurricane
Hurricane!
Gun! Come and face me!
Dance in the
Sword
wind!
Rain Alpha!
Air thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Light after illuminate the dark!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Mirage!
Tiger Blade!
I can carve through armor!
Holy Land! Now!
Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
Now! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! This one's all mine! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
Step back! This one's all law!
No choice!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
You picked the wrong fight!
Negative gate!
Dragon Swarm! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
This!
Soaring Light Spear! Mirage!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
An opponent like this should be easy.
No
You
further!
got company!
Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal devastation!
Benediction light.
Ready and ready! I'll smash
you! Heal! Dragon
Illuminate the ready!
Swordland Alpha! Tempest! Catapult! Eternal Devastation! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed moment.
You're on! Dragon Form! Eat dirt!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! Soaring Light Snare!
In here!
Dragon Form!
Negative gate.
Sword Rain
Make it
Alpha!
rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Great!
The design of... This equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Anything in armor is all I got
Tiger! Blade!
I'll smash you! Rending you apart!
Crescent Moon! Raging Horde!
Leave the partners to me!
Close one!
Come on! You have to hold on! Light up the
Thunder
dark!
Field!
Alright!
My master don't mind if I do!
With light!
Illuminate the blah 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 advantage! Holy Lance! One more time!
No further! Dragon Form!
Now, Fridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Dragon Form!
All thanks to you!
I can't hold on much longer!
Piercing
Sword
roar!
Rain Alpha! Lightning Thrust!
Lightning Orb!
Soaring Light
being
Snare!
interrupted.
Anything in order!
I'm ready! Frozen!
Hammer!
Now! Dragon Form! Eternal Devastation! Sword Rain Alpha! Enough!
Get on in there with the others!
Dragon
Tiger
Form!
Blade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat dirt! Dragon Form!
Now, Fridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Not a chance!
Field!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Frozen!
Hammer!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal! Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Going in!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
This one's mine!
Air thrust!
Resonate with the earth!
Lightning to death!
I can carve through armor!
Sleep now!
The fluidity of your movement simply
Feel!
Not today!
Divine Sage! Blah, blah, blah! Thunderblade! You get the gist! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
Execution!
Blah, blah, blah! Magic! Holy Land! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
In here!
such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on!
Heal!
Magic is there! Divine!
Ready and rare!
Down!
Now you see what I can do!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
In a bind?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I couldn't make it in time.
Tiger blade!
From beyond, imbue this dragon form!
Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Sword Rain Alpha!
All right!
Eternal devastation!
Astral energy!
Blue escape!
Look sharp!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate! On your knees!
Dance in the wind!
Air pressure!
Arch field!
Armor won't save you!
Here goes!
Air pressure! Demon Fang!
Astral energy!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
On guard!
Benediction light.
Flaming meat!
This one's mine!
Reflect on thy sins.
They smite with black blade!
Throbs in pain.
Execution!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Benediction
forth, holy
light.
glimmer, holy land!
No further!
This is some punishment.
Reflect on thy sins.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dragon form!
Going in.
Time! Now you see what I can do! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation!
This one's mine!
Soaring light spear! You'll face you! Take this!
Benediction
Illuminate
light.
the dark! Holy glimmer!
Heal!
Thanks, Shionne.
Holy land!
Not today!
On your knees! Here comes! Here comes!
Far enough!
Now!
Relay! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Lightning to
On
death!
your knees!
Thunder! Getting stronger!
Switching up its movements! Watch out!
Watch yourself. Sense incredible power.
Going
Reflect
in!
on thy
Illuminate the
sins!
dark!
Ready and ready!
Holy glimmer!
Smash you!
Holy land!
Execution!
Benediction light.
Water astral energy!
Look sharp!
Benediction light.
Heal! Rising Wyvern!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land! Dance in the wind!
This one's mine!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Better!
Beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation!
Dance in the wind!
Benediction light.
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
No further! Dragon form!
Air thrust!
Armor won't save you! Sonic thrust! It's wide
Dance in
open!
the wind!
It won't
Air
escape
thrust!
me.
Magic is there! Sleep now.
It's
Don't
over!
mind if I do.
Dragon form!
This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Take it!
This one's
Benediction
mine!
light. Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more
Dance in
careful.
the wind! Air thrust!
This one's mine! On guard!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Anything in armor is all mine! I'll smash you!
Benediction light.
Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Alright.
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Feel!
Dragon Form!
Tiger Blade!
In a bind?
Get on in there with
Sword
me!
Rain Alpha!
Light
Eternal Devastation!
Alright, it's showtime!
Ready to go!
The enemy is going all out!
Dance in the wind!
Dance in the wind!
How about this?
Just what the doctor ordered!
Benediction
Air
light.
thrust! Dance in the wind!
I need something.
You need to be healed!
Have a mighty
Dance in
fall.
the wind!
But I'll never back down! Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can.
Dance in the wind!
Glad you're on us.
Take this! Time to shine! Armor won't save you!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust!
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Magic is there! Air thrust!
Benediction light.
Look sharp!
Wind
Eternal
astral energy!
Devastation! Double Demon
One is
Fang!
mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Discharge! Going in!
Benediction light.
I owe you.
Take away from
I'm
my
ready.
friends! Double me! In an instant! Impact Block!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Shionne needs us.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Tohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shionne's waiting for us.
Little help!
Benediction light.
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Form!
Incoming!
Lightning condense!
Crush!
Resonate
with your mind!
Holy land!
Rending you apart!
Take this!
Lead the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here.
Far enough!
Benediction light.
Let me
Eat
out!
dirt!
You wanna play? Come at
Dragon
me!
Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha!
In the wind!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Is this it? I couldn't make it in time.
Cross blade!
To everlasting darkness.
Lightning condense!
Negative gate.
Thunder
Resonate
blade!
with the
Lightning
earth.
condense!
Stalagmite.
Thunder blade!
On your knees.
Air pressure! One more! Here goes!
Benediction light.
I can't hold on much longer! Dance in the wind! Sometimes the best medicine is the toughest to swallow too.
I'm ready!
Kitara, frozen!
Hammer!
From beyond,
Here
imbue
goes!
this vanquish
Going in.
soul with life.
Thunderblade! Dance in the wind!
Now you see what I can do!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah, then air thrust! Well, looky here!
We're so high up.
Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rimwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
Little help!
Benediction. Sword Rain Alpha! Heal!
Not on my watch! Hold on to your arms.
Dragon
Here I
Form!
come!
You're mine!
Lightning meteor! More
Eternal
without me,
devastation!
I'm ready!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
And let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed. And make the enemy wield arms too.
You'll soon see about that!
You're finished! Here I come!
In here!
Take this!
This'll come in handy.
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Shield and
Sword Rain Alpha! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon
Can you take it?
I'm ready!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Not a
This
chance!
one's mine!
Water astral energy!
Eternal
Piercing red!
I'm ready!
Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara. So I still had room to grow. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Dragon Form!
Don't mind if I do.
This one's mine!
Can you take it?
Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal devastation! Dragon Form!
Here goes!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha!
Its armor's too strong. You split it open!
Be my guest! Dragon Form! I'm ready!
And I'll stop your life!
My turn! An astral light?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! You're mine! Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha!
Look down!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Soaring Light Spear! Dragon Form!
Look sharp!
Eternal devastation! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
I sense a strange power from this.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shionne's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganath Haros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most...
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shionne.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shionne's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shionne's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right.
Hey, that actually came out pretty...
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?